Good evening, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us here on this Wednesday evening, January 21st, 2026. It's just after 10 o'clock as I am recording this, so I will make it as brief as possible so we can make it through the entire video. Again, thank you for checking back in here on this late Wednesday evening. But we do have some winter weather alerts to talk about. First on your screen is the winter weather alerts for the area. Everyone, with the exception of Cumberland and Clark counties, is under a winter storm watch. That goes into effect at 6 a.m. Saturday morning. That will last until noon-ish on Sunday midday. I say ish because it could be extended a little bit longer into later Sunday afternoon. I'll show you why here in a minute. One of the things we're not going to do a lot in this video is talk specific snow totals for the area. And I say that because if we look off to our west, first of all, notice how large of an area these winter storm watches encompass. All the way from Texas down to the Mexico border, clear to the east into places like West Virginia, Virginia, and North Carolina. So this is an absolutely massive storm system that is working its way into our neck of the woods, but we don't have all the answers yet. We have more answers, but not all of them yet because of this storm system out here. This is our energy for the storm that we're going to see this weekend. It is still off the coast of California. It will make its way on the coast here within the next 12 to 24 hours. So the forecast models will have a much better picture of what we will be seeing as we go into this weekend. But just wanted to show you, that's why we're not really talking specific totals yet, is because the energy just isn't on shore yet. And we haven't had a full, we haven't had a lot of time to sample basically what we're working with yet. One thing we do know, though, so far is and it's kind of rare, is we've seen some hurricane hunter planes. Usually these will fly out in the Atlantic or in the Pacific to collect accurate data on hurricanes as they're developing and kind of show us wind speeds and barometric pressure and stuff like that. A couple hurricane hunters have flown out of California into this storm system to try to begin to collect some data of what we could be seeing and help improve our forecast models a little bit. So it just shows you how important and how expansive of a system this is. First up, I will show you some future radar, what this could look like. This is the European model. This has been kind of the most accurate and the most consistent of the forecast models, and it's kind of the down the road middle ground, if you will. So we'll pick this up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Notice you can see those rain showers in California. That's kind of showing the energy coming on shore. The storm system that we know it will get its act together Friday evening, January 23rd. Notice your clock's up there in the top right. It is 9 p.m. local time. We see some snow starting to form in Kansas, Nebraska, with some ice starting in Texas and Oklahoma. As we go later on into the overnight hours on Friday night into Saturday, the snow starts to creep its way eastward. This is 6 a.m. Saturday morning when that winter storm watch will go into effect. We see some snow already in our far western counties working its way into our neck of the woods. We talked a lot about the high pressure ridge yesterday and how, some of what was limiting it, what was pushing the storm off to the south, was the strength of that high pressure ridge. Models have generally come into agreement that the high pressure will be a little bit weaker and will push off to the east a little bit quicker. And that's going to let the snow filter in further north, and it's going to allow some more moisture to get further north, hence why we see those winter storm watches and some higher snow totals. So by the noontime hour on Saturday day, we see snow filtering in across the entire region. The darker the blue color, the heavier the snow. As we go later on into the afternoon and evening hours, here's now 6 p.m. on Saturday night. We see some moderate to heavy snow working its way across the area, and that will continue throughout the night, Saturday night. May catch a slight break early Sunday morning before snow begins to fill back in and last for the rest of the day on Sunday. The European moves it out here relatively early, early afternoon on the day Sunday. pushes everything well out of here by sunset on Sunday night. This is 6 p.m. on January 25th. Some of the models have been slowing it down just a little bit and getting it out of here a little bit later. So we'll have to watch and see if that continues in the overnight and morning model runs. That could have an impact on some snowfall totals. Next one I'm going to show you are broad picture maps. These are big picture. Again, the purples and the pinks and the reds are the higher snowfall totals. The blues and the blanks, kind of the grays, are less snowfall totals. First one is the GFS, and up until this model run, I keep this on here because I've kind of been watching the data come in. This one's the latest model run to come in. This is snowfall through Monday at midnight, so Sunday night into Monday morning. It's got a broad area of some moderate to heavy snowfall totals across the region. The GFS has kind of been the one outlier the last couple days. If you watched my video yesterday, you'll remember that as well. So the GFS has even started to come into agreement a little bit with these with the track of these storms. So that's GFS. The NAM, another American model, but a little bit more higher resolution, paints a very similar picture. This doesn't see the entire duration of the event. This only goes until Sunday morning, but notice heavy snow corridor along I-64, maybe up to Route 50, and points south of there. We get into the purples and the darker reds. Next one is the Canadian model, high-res Canadian model. Again, this only takes us through Sunday morning, but you kind of get the picture. Heavy to moderate to heavy snowfall even through Sunday morning. Similar picture with the European model. This one figures it a little bit differently. It gives it a 10-to-1 ratio compared to a little bit higher ratio of what the other models that you've seen so far are putting it out. Basically, the snow is figured instead of a 10-to-1 ratio, it's going to be closer to a 13-to-1, 14, maybe 15-to-1 ratio, just because of how cold it will be. So it'll take less moisture to get more snow, if that makes sense to you. This is the European model. Once again, we still see that heavy, moderate to heavy band of snow setting up just to our south, reaching into that Route 50 corridor. So bottom line, the models have started to come into more of an agreement as I filter back through all of these in the exact track of the storm system. And really, they're starting to come into good agreement with snowfall totals. Probably this time tomorrow, you'll see a first call snowcast from me here. One thing that is not going to have anything to do with the snow, but will set the stage for those higher snowfall rates and those higher snowfall densities are going to be the temperatures. These are first up are the air temperatures for Friday morning. Let me just say, if you are going anywhere on Friday, please bundle up, wear multiple layers. It is going to get colder as the day goes on, as we see a cold front work through the day on Thursday, and temperatures are only going to drop through the day Friday. These are out the door temperatures for the day Friday morning. Notice we're in right around the 20-degree mark in our neck of the woods. By lunchtime, though, we drop into the teens, definitively into the teens, getting towards the lower end of the teens. And by 4 p.m., your drive home, notice we are down pretty well the same, if not reaching the single digits the further north you go. The last year, the wind chills, though, as the cold air filters in, we will see those wind chills pick up significantly. So remember, your out the door temperature for Friday morning was in the 20s, right around that 20-degree mark. Wind chill values are going to be down around 10 to single digits even Friday morning. By lunchtime, they're going to be below zero for much of us, reaching maybe -10 along that I-70 corridor. And as you head home Friday night, again, definitely below zero, reaching that -10 to -15 range, especially off to our north, I-70 and points north of that. This cold air will stick around for the day on Saturday. That's going to kind of keep us in an all snow scenario as we go into the weekend. So that's the general picture right now. Again, snowfall totals will probably come out more tomorrow, and we'll lock in more specifics tomorrow, but models have started to come into a little bit better agreement. We'll see if anything changes as the storm comes onshore overnight and tomorrow morning. Thanks for sticking around. I know the video got a little bit longer than I intended, but I appreciate you watching. Make sure you follow the page and hit that like button. That way you can get notified every time I do a live stream, potentially tomorrow afternoon and evening, or anytime I post a new video or post new information. You'll be the first to know about it. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow morning for your Out the Door forecast.